I'm going to be unboxing, building and reviewing the Easy Build Glaivewraith Stalkers set for Nighthaunt for Age of Sigmar. So these are a set of 4 horse-style ghosts, which you get some in the starter set, but again you can expand it quite easily using this, and this is the way to expand the unit. You get enough for 1 unit in the box. So in the box you have 2 pre-coloured sprues in a dark green. You've got the instructions, and you've got variation. You can, for the leader, either put the drum or put the glaive. You've got all the details in multiple languages, but no painting guide. So the Stormcast one has a painting guide, this one doesn't. I'm going to zoom in and have a look at the level of detail on the models. If we have a look, we've got skeletal hands coming out of the ground, we've got tomb roses, we've got very nice detail on the faces, you've got lots and lots of bits of detail. These are really nice. In terms of the sculpting, yeah, these are really great. They're better than the Stormcast that I reviewed in other videos. They've got so much detail on the base, so much detail on the bits of scenery and masonry around them. You've got this crow here, which I really like. You've got the little clutching hands with the skeletal fingers. Yeah, I really like the look of this set. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate it from the sprue, and I'm going to come back and take you through the build. With the models cleaned, I've put the pieces into the 4 piles for the 4 models, and I'm ready to assemble them. I'll be gluing them using some Tamiya polystyrene cement. So the models are, apart from the leader, at most 3 pieces, and then you stick it onto the base. So the first model with the raised pole arm, I'm going to put a little bit of this on the peg, and then I'm going to put a bit of that inside, and also a bit of glue in this bit, and then I'm going to pop this into here as hard as I can. So what I'm going to do is remove a lot of this, put a bit of glue here so it's drawn in by capillary action, then press, and then wipe away the excess really quickly. So I'm doing this to try and get a seal on this line along the head. I'm going to press it together as hard as I can, but I may need to get a little bit of liquid green stuff and fill that gap in. So this piece is going to go here, and this piece is going to go here. So I'm going to start with putting this here, like so. Again, it just plugs in. Again, bit of glue on the pegs, bit of glue in the footprint for the bit of ruin. And let's get that in there. Yeah, looking at it, you should put this piece in last, because I had to put this in slightly from the side, then pop it across. So that's one built. The next piece is literally just 2 pieces for the body and the scenic base. So I'm going to pop that on to melt the pegs. And get a good bit of glue on these pieces. Yep, that's a much smoother join here. I just need to, again, a bit by the cowl, then push it tight. And hold it and see if that bonds properly. Yeah, so with these I will be using the liquid green stuff because there's going to be some little gaps that need filling in. So I've got some liquid green stuff ready to the side now for me to use when I need it. So again, that's going to fit in like that. So bit of glue on the pegs and on the rubble piece, and then pop that there. Second one done. We then have the model with the crow. So soften that peg, soften the bit it plugs into. There, that one plugs absolutely in fine. Triangle piece to triangle piece is going to go like this. So bit there, bit on the bottom of the peg. That goes in, and then we've got this crow. Again, bit on the peg, a bit on the slot that it goes on. And in that goes. 3 done. We then have the leader model. So we'll put the body together first. Again, soften up the pegs. Line them up and get them to pop into each other. I don't know why that's giving me so many problems there. Let's push that in as tight as we can and hold it. So with these you've got the choice of 2 weapons, either the drum or this pole arm. As there is no leader model in the starter set, I'm going to use the drum, because then I can put together a unit of 8 of these, one with a drum. So we've got the peg for the drum here. So that's going to go on like that. So again, bit of glue on the peg, bit of glue in the arm socket, bit of glue in the hole, bit of glue where the hand joins up, and a bit along the edge of this drum. So then I find use the hole to guide it in. and in that goes. So I'm going to press that together so that solidifies. After that, I've just got this scenery piece and this model to plug into the scenic base. So that's okay, so I then have to slot this in, and that is actually a bit of a pain with that piece already in. So I've got the hole lined up. So that's that assembled. I'm not happy with how the body's sticking together, because these pieces have separated, which is causing a gap, which means this arm isn't perfectly aligned. So let's have a look at the finished models. Looking at the finished models, the nicest bits I think are probably the scenic bases. The skulls are really well done, the flow of motion's really well done, but putting them together, there's been a bit of gaps, so this is going to require a little bit of filling. This will require a little bit of filling here. This one is absolutely fine, and this one will require a bit of filling. So I'm going to use some liquid green stuff on them before I prime them. So it's very simple. I identify the gap, I run a little bit of green stuff into it. So a little line of green stuff like this, and then tidy it up by scraping each side of the gap. So all you've got left is the fill in there. So then I'll leave that to dry and it'll be done. So the models I like, a bit more difficult to assemble than the Stormcast Castigators or the Stormcast Sequitors. You may well need to use some liquid green stuff. I don't know if it's literally just a mistake I made, or if it's you're going to have problems getting the models to exactly align. It's probably one of those situations where if I'd got two sets, I'd put one together a little roughly, but then I might trim down the pegs on the second set to be sure they're absolutely perfect. Yeah, it's a case of trying to get all the way back here. So yeah, I'll take a couple of minutes cleaning these up. Overall I like the models. It is the only way you're going to have to expand your Glaivewraith Stalker units, which is why you've got the leader option with the drum. Two. That one doesn't have any bits that need doing. But yeah, the kit is not that difficult to assemble. It just seems more complicated than the Castigators because you've got to get them to align so well, and the Castigators went together absolutely perfectly, whereas these needed a bit of work. Overall, though, it's not that much work compared to a completely multi-part plastic kit. So I'm not that displeased with the set. I do need to leave the liquid green stuff to dry before I undercoat them, so I'm going to do that. But I'll be back with another video soon. If you've liked this review and build, hit like or subscribe. If you feel strongly, leave a comment below. Otherwise, good gaming.